Welcome to Game Time. I'm Noah, and I'm joined here with Owen, and we're also joined with Danica, straight from the dugout to the front desk. How are you doing, Danica?
I am great. Thank you so much for having me. It's really awesome to be here in the majors with you guys at the desk.
You have been promoted.
Speaking of Major League Baseball, I feel like we have to kick right off and talk about Game 3 of the World Series, guys.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I'm still tired from last night.
For those on the East Coast that stayed up until 3 a.m., they got to watch two 9-inning games of baseball. The game took about 6 hours and 39 minutes, which I believe is the second longest game in World Series, or just all time?
So the first longest game was 6 hours and 40 minutes. This one was only 6 hours and 39 minutes.
Wow.
So it's about tied, but if we're getting technical, it's the second longest.
Actually, the second time the Dodgers have been a part of an 18-inning game in the World Series, and both times they did win.
Wow. Freddie Freeman walking that game off, obviously, with a solo shot. No one better, right?
Not the first time Freddie Freeman has walked it off in the postseason either. Last year he hit a grand slam, I believe.
Yes.
That walked it off? Yes.
That was.
Reactions to the Freddie Freeman walk-off home run also came from Donovan Mitchell and Joel Embiid. Other league stars weighing in on the crazy game that took place at Dodger Stadium.
But we have to talk about the biggest star, guys.
That's right.
Shohei Ohtani. I mean, that guy is a freak of nature. Probably the best baseball player to ever step foot on a diamond. Last night, he had 2 doubles, 2 home runs, and 5 walks, 4 of them being intentional.
Yeah, no one wants to pitch to Shohei Ohtani, which is pretty crazy because the bats around him are equally as hot. So you're just putting an extra guy on base, and they're paying for it no matter what you do.
He spent a lot of time on the base paths last night.
And he's currently on pace for MLB record. 10 home runs in a postseason. He's at 8, which is tied with Corey Seager, the former Dodger. I mean, at what point do you just intentionally walk Ohtani every time he steps up to the plate?
I don't know if I would do that, though.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, bats around him are just equally as hot, and they're paying for it. I mean, the runs don't prove it. I mean, we've been in pretty close games this whole postseason, but I don't know. I wouldn't intentionally walk him for my life.
He's approaching Barry Bonds level once you get to the point where you have to walk him every time you get that. I don't expect anything like that to happen. Dave Roberts was quoted as saying, "He's spent, but he'll be ready."
So tonight's game is 17 hours after last night's game. Do the Blue Jays have the upper hand in this game going into it? You're coming off a tough loss.
Yeah. I mean, I would assume so because the Dodgers did use 10 pitchers last night, including they were about to use Yoshinobu Yamamoto, who just thrown 100 pitches 2 nights prior.
Shut out the game.
But it's Ohtani, and it seems like it's only Ohtani for the most part to pitch. I think the Blue Jays have a little more depth, like 1 extra pitcher, but that could matter.
Yeah, absolutely.
That could definitely matter. I think it'll still be close because this series has been great. I know you said Blue Jays in 7.
I did say Blue Jays in 7.
And I did doubt you.
You did doubt me, and I just want to say, I think the Blue Jays have a little more heart than people are letting up. I know it's Dodgers won last year. There hasn't been a repeat in I don't even know how many years. I think it's been over a decade. So I don't know. I would just like to see the Blue Jays step up, have a little heart. Yeah. And I mean,
they're definitely playing with it. That's for sure. It's just a matter of time before the Dodgers do Dodgers things.
As much as I'd like to see an American team win the World Series, given that it is America's pastime, we have to go all in on the Toronto Blue Jays here.
Yes.
Especially since the Dodgers are the ones that took down the Phillies. Obviously, as a Philly fan, you are going to be impartial to the other team. I do not want to see the Dodgers, who beat my Phillies, to go on and win the whole thing. But, it's going to be tough. Mini storyline within there, Jeff Hoffman throwing 33 pitches, so that's not good. Hopefully he's able to bounce back from that. That's going to be a big hit for their bullpen. He's their main guy in Toronto. So if he's not, ready to go, that could be an issue.
Do you guys think that if the Phillies wouldn't have traded Jeff Hoffman, they would have had a little more depth and we would be seeing ourselves in the World Series?
Oh, I don't know. That is something that has
I don't
gotten.
know.
That's a conversation that has gotten a lot of attention due to the Blue Jays' recent run and Hoffman's
Success.
tremendous pitching ability. I was super upset when we let him walk. Kind of like the Eagles secondary, the Phillies bullpen is a weak spot for pretty much my whole life. So seeing a guy like Jeff Hoffman get a payday somewhere else after being such a great Philly, it did irk me. It did irk me. He's been a big part of their success, no
Yes.
doubt. Yeah. We shouldn't have let him walk.
I think for what it's worth, we stick to our roots and, we root for the guys that were once Phillies.
Yeah.
I'd like to see the Blue Jays pull through in a Game 7. I hope my prediction is right because I was not right the first time. But speaking of Philly, I know you guys want to touch on the Eagles and some football. Should we get into it?
Yeah, why not? Let's talk about the Dolphins.
Yeah.
What a weird team.
Yeah.
Playing the Falcons.
That's the team everybody wants to talk about right now.
Yeah, Tua missing an eye.
Just kidding. Yeah.
Tua, swollen eye, decides to play the best game of football in his career.
That's right.
How that just doesn't make sense.
Tua Tagovailoa had a meeting with the Dolphins and with the media before the game, and there was a twinkle in his eye.
Something like that.
There was something going on there.
He said he woke up and both his eyes were
We can
swollen
compare it
shut.
to the Justin Fields experience.
Oh my God, yeah.
He talked about breaking down and having an experience with God, saying he talked to God, and throughout his faith, his relationship throughout the week, he was able to get the win. I don't know if we can say the same for Tua Tagovailoa.
This might have been a one-hit wonder.
Whether it be, a one-off with the pink eye thing or what.
Yeah.
I don't think that there's any external force that's responsible for that win there for Miami.
Yeah, but what about the Falcons?
I think, that's what I was just going to say. I think it was going to be an implosion for the Falcons. No Michael Penix, right? Their great rookie QB had the knee injury, not playing, so they bring Kirk Cousins in.
Kirko Chains.
And he didn't look that good.
No, not at all.
Bijan Robinson got shut down.
They didn't.
So
They refused to give him the football. It was super
Tua
weird.
played great throughout, despite having pink eye through the injury, but man, the Falcons just looked horrible. I think that's more of the,
I think that's
the line there.
They've been really inconsistent this year.
Yeah.
How about the Jets though? Finally getting their first win of the season.
Speaking of horrible, yes, the abomination that is the New York Jets franchise.
Finally wins the game.
Led by Aaron Glenn, one of the tightest haircuts in the NFL.
Yeah.
I'm due for one of them, dude.
Me
It's
too.
getting bad.
Me too.
Yeah, the Jets, supported by Breece Hall, throwing a passing touchdown. That's right, their running back threw a passing touchdown.
He had
Got me
4 in that game, right?
a whole lot of fantasy points, 3 total touchdowns in the game.
Yeah.
And Justin Fields, I mentioned he was very emotional after the game. So we're very, very happy for Justin Fields. We're happy for the New York Jets because wins are few and far between over there in North Jersey.
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
If we go south to another, I guess we could say, terrible franchise, Carolina Panthers. They have now started Rico Dowdle over Chuba Hubbard, which in my opinion is the best decision that franchise has ever made.
I think so. Dave Canales, head coach, has just come out and said that Chuba will no longer be getting a lot of carries for it. Will be Rico Dowdle getting the Lions' share. Roar. That's right. Rico Dowdle, who got me 33 and then 34 points in fantasy, I believe, in back-to-back games. So being able to have a guy that's putting up 200 rushing yards or thereabout, I believe he had around 180 in the other game, a ton of receiving yards through the air, a weapon, because he was on the Cowboys.
Former Cowboy.
Out of the backfield catching the ball. It's super cool to see Rico Dowdle.
Yeah.
But Bryce Young's health is in question.
We definitely, I hated to see him go, but I'm glad he's being very successful.
So on that note, I think it is time to talk about the Eagles and the Cowboys. What do you think?
Yeah, let's get into it.
It's a great idea. Let's take a trip up the East Coast where we will examine 2 teams in the NFC least. That's right. Something that's been historically the worst division in football. That is where our true loves reside. Eagles fans like myself and Danica over here, we're excited because the Eagles have improved to 6-2. The passing game looks tremendous. Hurts is currently sitting at 70% completion percentage, which is good for top 5 in the league, as well as a 114 passer rating.
Saquon did have a breakout game against the Giants, but did pick up a groin injury in the process and had to be exited off the field.
Madden curse.
Extremely unfortunate, but Tank Bigsby picked up 100 yards
Yes, he did.
in his absence.
That was very surprising to watch, I won't lie.
Yeah, we're wishing Giants running back Cam Scatterbo speedy recovery after his ankle
Oh, yes.
went sideways.
As all the Giants fans just collectively scream after we say that. And most of the NFL, actually. He was a very likable player.
He was. He was. You hate to see it happen to a guy so young in his career. This could be a career-altering injury. A lot of times when something happens like that, you question if the guy's ever going to play again.
Yeah.
But we know he'll be back.
Yes.
We look forward to playing against him. You look forward to playing against him. Not this season.
It does suck, though, because running backs already have short careers as it is.
Yeah, especially in the modern NFL.
And the way Scatterby runs, I would expect probably more injuries to come. But it probably won't be a concussion because CTE is afraid of him. But
yeah, he hasn't gotten fined for throwing his head down like that, like a rhino.
Did you see him score and then just still run the guy over?
I know. I know Saquon got fined for that. So.
Oh, here we go again.
Whatever.
Yeah, ref bias, right?
There is no ref bias. There is no rigging, and there are no scandals in professional sports.
It's not at all scripted, guys.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Not at all.
Now this is the part where you guys boo me. The Dallas Cowboys are awful. They moved to 3-4-1 with a brutal loss to the Broncos. 24. Yeah.
This guy's got a tie.
I know, right? Yeah.
Whatever helps you sleep at night.
Yeah, no, I don't sleep. Loss to the Broncos, 24-44. I don't really know what to do with this team anymore. Matt Eberflus should be fired at this point. We have the worst. What was apparently after the Micah trade, our run defense got better, quoting Jerry Jones. We now have the 32nd worst pass defense and the 31st rushing defense. So,
I have a simple solution for you.
Okay.
You just
No.
convert.
Never happening.
Why not?
We wouldn't take them. What are you? Whoa!
Wow, we're really doing
I don't
that.
know
Okay.
if we would. I don't know if we would
We don't
take.
even claim him now.
You need to be true through and through.
But yes.
Eagles blood. You cannot be rooting for dem boys.
Dem boys, yes. We are dem boys, always and forever.
So there's no other alternatives, just suffering.
Yes,
for
it's
the
just
rest of
suffering.
your-
It's just suffering.
It is suffering right now because something that unfortunately happened to you, which has been happening to a lot of teams, is the injury bug.
Yes.
As big names such as Trayvon Diggs are out.
Malik
and
Hooker.
Yes.
The list grows. Our whole secondary, basically.
Donovan
Wilson.
got a couple other players that are out on the defensive side of the ball, which isn't good. But, I mean, listen, we'll let you toot your horn a bit. Speak to the offense. How's Dak been doing?
Are we talking about last week or throughout the season?
In general, baby. In general.
I think that the Cowboys are terrible on the road. I think that there's some kind of discombobulation that happens on the road. I know home it's a lot quieter, so Dak is able to do his pre-snap audibles like he loves to do, which he is great at, by the way.
Here we go.
It's a lot louder, yes.
Why? I have to ask, why would you want your stadium to be quieter?
No, like
Is it
the
because your
home
fan-
environment.
Is it because your
He
fans
just means
don't really...
It's like the home environment. It's more comfortable.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a more hostile environment when you go away.
Okay.
So things start to become more chaotic, and
Yeah.
you could tell because, one, the Broncos' defense is really good. So that was a big test to see where our offense is at, and I think the offense got kind of slapped with a reality check that they're not. I still think they're one of the top offenses in the NFL.
Right.
I just think that they kind of had this ego, like, oh my God, we're gonna steamroll everybody, and then the Broncos happened. And they didn't even have Pat Surtain. He went hurt. He went down like halfway through the game.
Well, it's that front four. They got the best pass rush in the
Exactly.
NFL.
And you could tell
Broncos
that Dak was very uncomfortable back there, which usually under pressure he's like relatively solid.
Yeah.
But it's just something was off.
Yeah.
But
For what it's worth,
it's all right. We got the
both
Cardinals next week.
the Broncos beat both the Eagles
That
and
is
the
very true.
Cowboys. So maybe it's
The Broncos
it's not,
could be legit.
Maybe it's not a team
Was that
problem.
the
Maybe
Broncos that beat the Eagles in that game? Is that who beat them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just
Oh,
that the
man.
Broncos are pretty legit.
They could be. They very well could
Don't
be.
get me started.
All
on
right.
that
There was
Broncos-Eagles
nothing
game.
more that like annoyed me in this game that on National Tight Ends Day,
Yeah.
Jake Ferguson gets one target the entire game.
It's a little weird. We talked a little bit about, Tyler Warren before we came in here, and how we expected certain guys to have huge games.
Ferguson was one of them.
Dallas Goedert had 2 tutties, which was good.
Well, Goddard always has good games.
He's-
I was totally expecting Ferguson to play well, and then we just forgot how to throw him the football. But
Goddard's definitely developed into a tremendous red zone threat. I believe he has crossed into career threshold right there. That's his best one of his career this season.
Yeah.
I think it's touchdown number 7 or 8. He's
around there.
Yeah, he's having the best season of his career.
So, I guess we will just have to look forward to 2 weeks for us.
Yes.
We'll see what the.
Well, luckily the Cowboys should have 3 straight bye weeks. We have the Cardinals, then we have a bye week, and then we have the Raiders. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Maybe we can turn around and be 5-4 in 3 weeks. But
Yeah. Well,
probably not, but
only
that's
time-
just only time will tell.
only time will tell.
We will be wishing him no luck.
Yeah, I'm sure. Same with you guys.
So, Owen, on to, you foreshadowed a little bit, the NBA. What do you have for us?
The NBA gambling scandal is fully underway. That's right. The National Basketball Association is currently undergoing 2 federal investigations, not 1 but 2. The first involves Portland Trailblazers head coach Chauncey Billups, former NBA champion with the Detroit Pistons, if you remember. Also, he was arrested in his home in Oregon 5 days ago, sporting his Clutch Group hoodie. LeBron James's agent and team, Rich Paul, known for the Clutch Group setup they have going on. Is that a message from around the league? Yeah. Is he calling out Braun? Hey, we'll get to that. Reports say that Chauncey Billups was the mastermind behind an illegal poker game being held at a Manhattan apartment that used to belong to Travis Scott. Videos have surfaced online of the modified sunglasses that Billups and his associates were using. Some of the details on those sunglasses include mirrored lenses, so even though it looks like you can't see anything on this side, you look at it and it's black, it's dark. On this side, there is a special kind of lens that will reveal an outline of a shape on the card. So every single card on the table had a shape on it, an outline, and these mirrored lenses that Billups and his guys were wearing, they could see which cards were on the table.
Jeez.
And there's proof of this. There's videos online that this is happening, and that's super unfortunate because even though it's kind of humorous that he was trying to cheat a game, right? Like, ooh, let's put on these funny glasses and take money from these guys. Oh, I know what cards are coming out. You're a coach of an NBA team. They're saying that the mob might have been involved. I don't care. He's an NBA champion. He's supposed to have some respect for himself.
You would think, right?
This has really put a stain on this great young NBA season that we're having.
I have a question. I need to know, what was the NBA's response? Was it just a slap on the wrist, don't do it again, or are there going to be some serious repercussions?
Well, so far, we don't know. There's supposed to be a follow-up from Adam Silver, which was very, very vague. Noah's going to get into it in just a minute here. But, so far there's been 2 arrests, and, the league kind of usually lets people do whatever they want. So we'll have to see.
But now it seems...
We'll have to see.
It seems like now, Adam Silver, he has informed all 30 teams that the league will be reviewing policies surrounding injury reporting and load management.
Yes.
As long as I think like any like players like they're in, out, whatever, like the way that things are being transported to other coaches and to reporters throughout the league, they're going to be a lot more strict about it.
Yes.
And they're going to be more like, I guess, background checks.
Everything is seriously monitored right now.
Because of everything that's happening.
Okay.
I mentioned Billups not with the poker thing, but also because he has a past of supposedly leaking information on if his players were playing or not. Supposedly that was going on last season.
Interesting.
And the Clutch Group hoodie with LeBron, people have said that information has been sold on LeBron about whether or not he was going to play. So who knows? Man.
It's LeBron, so like they're not going to.
Yeah, he can do whatever he wants.
All this Adam Silver stuff, this came following Terry Rozier,
Another player,
was being arrested on suspicion of not playing in order to cash in a bet. Set up by an acquaintance, Rozier's plan started out as a $100,000 deal for one acquaintance, which quickly snowballed and turned into $200K. Yeah, that's insane. When Rozier left a random Thursday night game last season after appearing to fake an injury, the suspicion began, and further investigation into the activity of sports bettors on different books revealed that there were $200,000 in bets placed on Rozier's unders that night.
Can you be more blatant on a Hornets game on a Thursday night?
Yeah.
They don't even care. These guys don't even care. This is a new generation of NBA players.
Yeah.
that has been raised on the online books, and on every single stoppage of play, there's a new promo code being sold to the public. It's ridiculous. These players don't even care. They're going to get away with whatever they want.
They just do it.
Oh, they're selling
They're
information.
not even careful.
They're sitting out of games. They're rigging poker games, or their coaches are. I mean,
it's insane.
So, do you think the NBA can save its public image? I know everyone says any publicity is good publicity, but this doesn't look too great for them.
Well, the word is overshadowed. Unfortunately, the scandals have been overshadowing 4 different players who have scored 50 more or points already this season, and that's 4 games in, folks. 4 NBA games. We've already had 4 50-point games from Larry Markkinen, Austin Reeves, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, reigning MVP, and Aaron Gordon, who did it on a true shooting percentage of over 100%. How's that even possible? Look up true shooting, and you'll be able to find out.
Yeah. I mean, can we really count Shai's, though? He had 26 free throws in that game, I'm pretty sure.
I think we can. Back to Danica's question, can we take the league seriously? Can it still withhold its integrity at this point in time? My answer is no. My answer is no.
I agree. I feel like this is too serious of a situation for such a profitable, what's the word? League, I guess. It's just, this NBA is too big. When something like this goes out, that's going to be the talk of the entire season, regardless if, let's say Victor Wembanyama wins MVP. It's not going to matter because they're going to be like, this was a joke. This season was a joke. Everyone's gambling. There's a scandal going around. No one's going to care, and it's almost going to be forgotten.
That's a great point. The Aaron Gordon performance was one of the best I've ever seen on a basketball court, period. And it is, like you said, completely overshadowed.
Yeah.
With a lot of these situations, it looks like we're just going to have to wait and see. On a much lighter note and a hometown favorite of mine, Trevor Zegras is looking at a very positive start for the Flyers season. Zegras was traded from the Anaheim Ducks, and this move was deemed as a real gamble. He has seen a lot of injuries in his past, but he has taken some great success in his first couple games as a Flyer. Oh, and you asked me a couple weeks ago my thoughts on Trevor Zegras.
I was worried he was going to be the pretty boy.
Yeah.
I was worried he wasn't going to get down and dirty, but he has adopted the Travis Konechny punch you in the mouth Philly Flyers Broad Street bully mindset, which is good. He's not just dishing the puck and getting those assists, racking up those points, but he's also playing hard. It's very important.
And the best part about this whole situation is the Flyers didn't even give up a first-round pick in this season or next season. So we are on track for a rebuild again. It's been over a decade. And I would like to see us go into the postseason. Maybe this is the team, this is the player we need. I don't know.
Led by Zegras right now, who, as you mentioned, is on a point-per-game pace so far. Do you think that this Flyers team has the firepower to make it out of the Metro? Because I think that we might be stuck opposite of the Eagles in the hardest division in the sport.
I think Trevor Zegras was the big name we needed, honestly. Sean Couturier is getting older, and he looks significantly slower than the rest of the team. They're a young team. I think this Zegras-Mishkov line is pretty electric, and I would like to see it really take off. I mean, Zegras just a couple days ago had a 3-point game, 2 goals and an assist.
You heard it here first, folks. Flyers are winning the Metro. No, just kidding.
That's not what I said.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Maybe in a couple years, I would like to see them at least be playoff contenders. Zegras, again, shootout goal. The Flyers have notably been the worst shootout team.
Very bad.
In the NHL.
His specialty, though. They showed his percentage.
No. They
showed Zegras' percentage, and he had a good percentage.
I thought you were going to tell me that the Michigan was like the only thing he was good at.
No. They brought up. I'm sorry, I don't have it here with me, but they did bring it up. He hasn't taken too many attempts in the NHL, but he's over 50%, which is ridiculous.
So his role as a Flyer has quickly turned into this flexible hybrid offenseman, showing that he's both a center and a winger. And I think this is just really good for the Flyers. We need someone who is versatile and can make plays out of nothing. All of his passes, they have meaning behind them. The Flyers also, notably, are a passing team in big plays, and he's making plays happen. And I really like where we're going with Trevor Zegras at the helm of the Flyers.
Dubbed the Bybrid by yours truly.
All right.
No, I'm just kidding.
Just a typo, guys.
Yeah, I don't want to give her all the credit, but yes, very smart there by Danica. The Bybrid, Trevor Zegras, will be leading the Flyers this season, and hopefully, like you say, this is the start of a rebuild. This is the start of something good because, man, we have been struggling watching this team trying to make the playoffs since that 2010, 2012 area where we still had some real dogs. Man, I miss those guys.
Claude Giroux. If only we still fly.
Kanye, Coburn, Upshaw, all of them.
Not much of a hockey guy myself, but would you say that, from what I've heard, he seems like a franchise player now?
He's
Ooh.
always,
And a steal.
I think he's always been a franchise player.
Talent, yes.
Yes, talent-wise.
Mindset was always the question, but like I said, he's adopting the play
Yes.
hard. He looks like he's buying it.
Yeah.
So maybe.
I think what's great about him is that he's reconnecting with Jamie Drysdale, who's also a Doc.
Yeah.
So there's already this chemistry. He's just added onto a younger team that, I don't know, there's this new era of hockey, and I think that they're on a really great pace to be a really great team.
Yep. We have two guys leading the charge for this younger generation.
Absolutely.
Young and quick. Let's keep it with Philly.
Let's keep it with Philly, I
Let's
guess.
keep it
I
with
guess.
Do
I
we
suppose.
consider them a Philly team?
That's
I guess
true.
by association, by name.
That is true. Moving on to the next squad.
We're headed to Chester to
Switching
talk about
sports.
the
We're going
Philadelphia
from
Union.
the ice to the field.
Yes.
There you go.
And one team that has not had problems with making the playoffs. That's right. The Union, oftentimes, they get swept under the bus because people think this is the fourth sport or fifth sport in Philadelphia, so we shouldn't care about them.
And they're not even in Philadelphia.
They're good, though.
They
This is a good
they
squad.
are.
That's right. The Union had another successful season. This year, they finished first in the Eastern Conference with 66 points. And with the 1 seed secured, they had some time to rest, while the Chicago Fire and the Orlando City SC Lions battled it out in the wild card game.
So correct me if I'm wrong. Last season, it was kind of a heartbreak, right? Did they make it to the playoffs? Did they not make it to the playoffs? I heard a lot of commotion that the Union did not.
You're absolutely right, Danica. Actually, with the firing of Jim Curtin last year and the Union finishing in 12th, we had taken a big step back from what we were used to. However, on Sunday night, right around the corner from where we are right now, at Subaru Park, the Union played the Chicago Fire, the aforementioned Fire, one of a best-of-3 series. This was a fiery debut, no pun intended. Did you guys pick up what I did there?
Yes, got you.
Thank you for humoring me. The Union goals came midway through the second half and were scored by Indiana Vasilev and Milan Ilowski. The Fire struck back with a goal from Jonathan Bamba in the 84th minute and an equalizer by former Union player, one of our own, one of my favorite players when he was on the Union, Jack Elliott, scored in the 93rd minute.
Well,
Now, I know you guys know, 45 minutes and a half,
Yes.
90 minutes in a
Yes.
game. How is that possible? At a time.
Yes,
When
at
the
a
ball
time.
goes out,
I
when
would like
guys
to
go
say-
down, there's stoppage time.
I used to play soccer.
I've watched it a couple times.
This was more for no.
Okay.
I've watched it.
This
I
was
understand it.
This was more for no.
Okay.
Former Union player Jack Elliott is the one that had a chance to save the game, tying it. Up to that point, it looked like the Chicago Fire might have still had a chance. With the game tied, no goals scored in the OT periods. The Union Fire went to a shootout. I know we all love penalty shootouts. That is the bane of soccer's existence.
Yes.
Everybody hates soccer until the penalty shootout starts, and everybody's
Even
like,
every-
ooh, turn on the game.
Even everyone does it in like their backyard with their friends. They're
Yeah, of
like,
course.
Shoot it. I'll save it.
Everybody's kicked a soccer ball at their friend in the face.
Of course.
On purpose. In the end, your Philly Union did finish on top 4-2 in the penalty shootout. Jamaican goalie Andre Blake, you're making me crazy. What a stud he is. He never made it out of the MLS and into Europe. Although he had the talent to do so, he decided to stay with his Union in Chester, and we appreciate him for that. I got to throw a question at you guys. You're talking about the Flyers maybe bouncing back, having a good year. Will the Union make it into the Philly public eye
Ooh.
and get some respect if they win a championship, or will it never be?
I don't think we are going to be greasing the poles and running up them for the Philadelphia Union. However, I do hope they get their flowers for this. I mean, they've worked really hard towards this. Like you said, they've made some really great contentions in the past. Maybe this is their year. Maybe they finally considered a Philly team. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know yet.
I hope they get that notoriety.
From what I've
they
heard,
deserve it. They really do.
Yeah. From what I've heard, I mean, it seems like there's been a lot of success with this team, at least recently. So I feel like it's only a matter of time before they're put on the map, I feel. However, I wouldn't know because I'm not from here. But from what I've heard from you guys, I feel like there's no way that this team doesn't eventually have more fandom over time.
It's really unfortunate because they are located in Chester.
Yeah.
No.
I think if they were at least closer to Philly, I should say in air quotes, they would be recognized a little more. I don't think they don't go unrecognized, but their fan base is so niche. I mean, I've been in Subaru Park, and
It is pretty niche.
these fans bleed Union, and
Yeah.
It's some, but they all go all out,
Yes.
the ones that do. Yeah.
they're not like your typical Philly fan that Eagles, Phillies, Sixers when they're okay, and the Flyers, I guess.
Yeah.
Soccer's just different. Soccer is their own fandom, and
I was going to say soccer.
I don't know.
Yeah. Soccer's one of those sports where it's like they have their own separate fans.
Yes.
Like it's not like the other ones. They're
The
just,
best fans.
Yeah, some would say. They go all out.
It's not a debate.
They go all out. And they really show that they're prideful in their team, regardless if they're good or bad.
I would say I think the soccer fans are the best fans. I think it's the best sport worldwide, and that is why the World Cup gets the most viewership every single year, and it's impossible to get a ticket. So soccer is only going to grow. Messi is in the MLS. The Union are playing well, and the World Cup is coming to America. So soccer is only going to grow.
That's for sure.
I hope we can continue to talk about it here on Game Time. I love soccer.
And that'll wrap up this episode of Game Time with new member Danica joining us at the desk.
Thank you guys so much for having me. I can't wait to be a permanent member here.
Yeah.
Happy to have you.
Right?
Tune in next week.